One of our government's least efficient or effective organizations has quite a few defenders. We heard from a number of USPS, aka the post office enthusiasts, after our discussion last night on the latest bailout for the USPS. First, a quick recap of what people are upset about. Yesterday, President Biden signed the Postal Reform Act of 2022, which yet again bailed out a broke postal service for tens upon tens of billions of dollars of taxpayer money, maybe even over $100 billion. The American Postal Workers Union and the National Association of Letter Carriers both praised the bailout, and why wouldn't they? It's no skin off their backs. Their employees didn't give up anything. We, the customer, gives up a lot, and we, the taxpayer, gives the post office even more money to do less. To be clear, this isn't the post office's fault. It's Congress's fault. And since we elect Congress, maybe it's our fault. One of our viewers, Chuck Arbery of Gibson City, Illinois, wrote, disappointed on the investigative approach used on the post office increase story reported by Leland on Wednesday, April 6th. The comparison was that it cost 25 cents to send a first-class letter in 1989. The cost is now 58 cents. In 2022, according to a Google search, if inflation is applied to the 25 cents of 1989, today's cost would be 57 cents. Yes, it's an increase, not as dramatic as the story made it be. I am trying to watch this news station for balanced, accurate reporting. The admission of this information, in my opinion, was left out to sensationalize the story. Either that or is just sloppy reporting. In fact, it was left out for a very different reason, neither of those. But Chuck, thanks for your note. I have done a lot of thinking about it. And here's my conclusion. You're wrong. To prove it, let's use your math. The post office is getting the same amount adjusted for inflation to deliver a letter from you in Gibson City, Illinois, but now, versus 1989, it takes, on average, twice as long. You're getting half the value. That's a bad deal. Here's the chart we showed you last night. The less the post office does, the longer it takes, the more expensive it gets. The graph shows you mail volume in blue from 1989 to present. There is continually less mail. Value, the red line, shows the average days it takes to deliver a letter, from less than 2 days in 1989 to 3 days today on roughly half the volume of mail. Let's compare the Postal Service to, say, airlines. Both transport things. They have big unions, pay huge fuel bills, and must buy lots of equipment. But there is one big difference. The post office is a protected government monopoly. Airlines are not. According to data from the U.S. Department of Transportation, the average domestic round-trip airfare in 1990 cost $288. That's $554, as Chuck said, adjusted for inflation in today's dollars. The most recent data from the Department of State says that the base fare for the same type of ticket in 2018 is $340. That's a 40% decrease in the price per mile. We can quibble all day about the quality of air travel, but it certainly doesn't take twice as long as it did in 1989. And if you adjust for bag fees, it's about 35% cheaper today to fly by air than 30 years ago. That's progress, and you get there just as fast. So how does the post office justify their service taking twice as long? Here's the USPS's latest service standards. They keep getting worse, and the post office gets to keep lowering their standards. In fact, it can now take a first-class letter 5 days to get across the country. That's slower than Amtrak, another useless quasi-government monopoly subsidized by all of us. You can fly from sea to shining sea on an airline that pays taxes. In 6 hours, it costs you $94 plus tax. On tax-subsidized Amtrak, it takes 3 days. That's roughly 12 times as long and costs you 3 times as much. You're sitting on the train for 3 days. Yet Amtrak is getting $66 billion in additional taxpayer dollar for expansion. We continue to throw more and more of our money at Amtrak and the Postal Service, and they keep getting worse. The Postal Service has a hard job. Not only do they deliver in rain, sleet, or snow, but they have to deliver by mule. Literally, they are mandated by Congress to deliver mail to all of America for the same price. And in the Grand Canyon, that means hiring mules, and evidently mules these days are fairly expensive. For the record, writes Chuck, I have absolutely no connection to the post office. However, living in Illinois, it does not appear to spend 58 cents to send a letter to California or some other location to be that out of line. Of course 58 cents is a good deal, because that's not what it actually costs. We, the taxpayer, subsidize it. We subsidize every letter. The question is, would you be willing to pay what it actually costs to send your letter to California? If a stamp was $1, $2, $3, $18 like FedEx charges, would you pay that or would you send an email? It is telling, Chuck, that you sent me an email, not a letter. You knew the email would get here. The USPS has operated at a loss since 2007. From 2008 to 2018, it reported $69 billion in losses. For the 2019 fiscal year before the pandemic, it lost $8.8 billion on $71.1 billion of operating revenue. If it was a real business, it'd be out of business. And their service keeps getting worse. Even by the new relaxed standards set by the post office in the Capitol, Washington, D.C., home of the post office, they only meet their own slower service standards 79% of the time. Let's put it another way. If the kid who cuts your lawn keeps taking longer and missing more spots, you don't give him a raise. In fact, you actually go looking for a different kid to mow the lawn. What else in life would you keep throwing money at that keeps getting worse? And it is your money. This might surprise you, Chuck, by me saying this. We should have a post office. In fact, it's the only business the Constitution says we need. The framers put it in the Constitution. Article 1, Section 8 of the Constitution gave Congress the power to establish post office and post roads. Nowhere does it say the taxpayer should subsidize the post office. All right, Alan Dushtahaze was also upset about the reporting, Dushtahouse. No doubt there are issues with the business model. Amazon isn't delivering via mule. They use the Postal Service because it is cheaper. You failed to recognize that the Postal Service has had its most lucrative business stripped away from it, hence FedEx and UPS. Alan's onto something here. Amazon, especially, took advantage of the post office rate system. Congress mandates the USPS deliver everywhere in America for the same price. FedEx and UPS don't have that problem, but obviously delivering mail via mule in Arizona or float plane in Alaska does not cost the same as suburban Atlanta. We'll spare you the details, but the post office designed its sorting systems to deliver letters. Amazon flooded it with packages, paid rock-bottom prices, and pocketed the profit. So really, it's not the Postal Service's fault. It's Congress's fault. Remember, President Biden's spending bill yesterday, the signing, that Postal Reform Act passed overwhelmingly with bipartisan support in both the House and the Senate. Why? Well, Democrats don't want to run afoul of the postal unions, and Republicans don't want to cut service for their rural voters. Thus, as usual, we, the taxpayers, keep paying more for something that keeps getting worse. Let me know your thoughts on social media at Leland Vittert. Thanks for watching. Click the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.